Hello everybody, and welcome back here to franktortorici.com. Again, the website is www.franktortorici.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Rebirth028. There's tons of videos up there, a lot of information. So today is February 2nd, 2011. As we all know, yesterday on February 1st, Oprah Winfrey aired her episode on the 7-day vegan challenge to herself and her staff at Harpo Studios, and I'm sure thousands and hundreds of thousands of you all across the globe. This topic is a very interesting topic because I think it's a great topic, and kudos to Oprah for airing episodes like this, because there's so much crap on television that at least it gets you guys thinking of where your food comes from and what you're eating and how you're living your lifestyle. So 7-day vegan challenge is great for anybody to try. You will notice a decrease in weight for sure. You'll feel probably an energy burst and all that good stuff. But you know, as we all know, the Atkins diet worked well. A lot of other diets work well, because anytime you switch something up in your diet, you're going to see a difference, whether it be a weight gain or a weight loss, depending on what you're doing. So anytime there's something different there, you will see those effects. Now, you know, what's interesting, what they showed a clip on in the Oprah was that at Harpo Studios, their kitchen line had about a 45-minute to an hour wait for all employees. Everybody was really stoked to try all the vegan food. But, you know, they have tacos, pizza, Thai food, different things of that nature. Now, a lot of these vegan foods that are tacos and burgers and all that are obviously made with fake meat. Now, a lot of those ingredients in those fake vegan meats consist of wheat, gluten, corn, and soy. And as we all know, wheat, corn, and soy are the three most genetically modified crops in America. Okay, they're mass-produced. They're in everything. So, now, are these substitutes good if you're trying to get off animal products that are injected with hormones, antibiotics, and things of that nature? Yes, of course, but these foods that Oprah is talking about on her vegan list and on the show are really more transitioning foods. These are not foods that you want to stay on forever, nor are the animal products and, you know, the feedlots that you saw on her show of where they slaughter those cows from the Cargill Meat Solution Company. They're the biggest meat producer in the country. Those animals are fed a lot of corn feed. Now, again, corn is a highly genetically modified crop. And just last week, President Obama passed the okay usage of genetically modified alfalfa. There's a big movement of grass-fed beef, chickens expanding tremendously, because when an animal is grass-fed, they have more of an alkaline system. And when a body is alkaline, there's a way less chance of getting any types of diseases or viruses, which is why we were always taught to eat your fruits and vegetables growing up, and still to this day, because fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming foods. They are not acidic. They will cleanse your body, build your body, and keep you more on a direct path to wellness. So these vegan type foods, the soy ice creams, the chips, the cookies, and all that, I've seen people over the years time and time again who are 100% vegan gaining weight like crazy, and that's because most people who turn vegan end up eating a lot of sugar and starches. Okay? The true vegans that achieve wellness are not eating anything like that. If they're eating sweets, they're eating raw food vegan sweets. They're either all raw, which is the way to go, or they're raw and cooked, but if they're cooked, they're only eating grains, beans, things of that nature. Quinoa, millet, brown rice, just to name a few. Lentils, black beans, pinto beans, black-eyed peas, things of that nature. Okay? They are not living on fake bacon and fake sausage meat and all that. Those are just transitioning foods, and I hope that Oprah does another episode. Either, I know her season's ending, either this season or for the, you know, her new network touches on a show of really bringing people back to understanding whole-based food supplements, whether they be a supplement or the food itself being whole-based foods. No additives, no genetically modified foods, no nothing, just the way God intended. Okay, now Michael Pollan was on the show, and he's a big food lecturer. He was just announced one of the most influential people in 2010. He's an author. He was behind the Food Inc., the film. Check that film out if you guys have not seen that yet, Food Inc. It's a great film. Oprah asked him straight up, do you still eat meat? He said yes, he eats it a few times a week, but he does not eat feedlot meat or industrial meat. He's eating free-range, organic, grass-fed meat is what he means by that. Now, again, that topic was just kind of brushed over in the episode because that's a whole nother topic that, you know, I don't know if Oprah does not want to touch on that because of Obama passing the alfalfa, and as we know, Oprah is a big endorser of Barack Obama. Whatever the case may be, that's for her to think about and deal with. But for me, just trying to speak this knowledge to all you guys and drive home the message of true wellness and health through food and having the consciousness of food being medicine, I have to touch on that because that's the reality of it. That's the truth. Is when you eat whole food ingredients, you will not get as sick as the next person. You will have a life more full of energy, less trips to the doctor, and you will not be weighing yourself every other 2 days to see if you're gaining weight because you will eat foods that your body will be able to break down, utilize what it doesn't need, it gets rid of, and you keep it moving. But a lot of these fake meats with all these different additives to it and all that, your body doesn't know what to do with it. So therefore, you may even see weight gain in the long run. That's why this whole 7-day vegan thing is just to get you to transition, to get out of the mindset of eating all the gook that you were eating on the SAD diet. The SAD diet means the Standard American Diet. It is SAD, and that is the acronym for it, ironically. So, you know, it's just basically to keep things simplified for you guys. Michael Pollan had an interesting thing. 75% of our healthcare spending is on chronic illness. Dr. T. Colin Campbell made a statement, this is a medical doctor, it's not me saying it, that he believed if people went on more of a plant-based lifestyle and healthier animal products, that we can cut that spending, that 75% healthcare spending, we could pretty much cut it down by half, if not get rid of the whole thing. It's just that none of us, the mass populations out here in America and all across the world, we're not eating foods that would be considered as medicine. We're eating foods for taste and for pleasure and to socialize. And this topic here that Oprah's bringing up is great because it just gets you conscious to think of what am I eating, what am I putting on my plate, what am I feeding to my family, and what am I expecting to get from it besides taste and a full belly. And that's what we really need to bring to your attention, is eating with an intention. Knowing that if I'm feeling like, oh, I have a sore throat, I'm going to add some more cayenne pepper or garlic to kill the infection. Okay, it's understanding and knowing that food is medicine, and anything that exists in a pill form exists in a food form as well. Okay, it's very simple. So, and just to kind of breeze through it, she had Kathy Freston on, who's a veganite. I saw in one of the archives on Oprah.com. She went to one of the Oprah staff members' home to cook them a pasta dish, which was whole wheat pasta. Again, whole wheat is all genetically modified. She used the fake sausage meat, which again, you're going to replicate the taste, and for a family that's going from eating Chef Boyardee to that, it's a good transition. But really, the ingredient-wise is not that much different from Chef Boyardee. That's what Kathy Freston doesn't really understand and when she's educating people on that. And that's my purpose here to explain to you guys. You want whole-based foods, real ingredients. That is where it's at. If you're eating animal, you want your animals pasture-fed. You want the chickens pasture-fed, free-range, no hormones, no none of that. Okay? So this vegan thing, try it out for 7 days. Start switching your taste buds. If you want to go even deeper, go on a 21-day vegan diet, but only do the first 7 with a lot of these gooky foods, the tacos and all that, and then start transferring over to more whole-based food ingredients. You could even throw some more raw in there. For all that information, just contact me through my website at franktortorici.com. That's TORTORICI.com. Also on my homepage, you'll see there's a tab there for a book I just published called Fitness, Food, and Faith. There's tons of little recipes in there. It's a little handbook that you can take with you anywhere to concoct little different recipes and also find out where you can find some of these great ingredients locally or on the web. So check it out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, it's Rebirth028. Pass this information along to your family and friends. As I always say, this information can and will save lives. Again, health starts on your plate. Disease starts on your plate. It's just a matter of the choice that you're making. Every time you go food shopping, you are voting for those products to expand and grow and giving them momentum to infiltrate and impact our world as to what we're going to have access to and consider food. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this guys gives you a little more clarity to this topic of going vegan. Going vegan is a great choice, but it's not for everybody. I see a lot of unhealthy vegans, and I also see a lot of unhealthy meat eaters. The healthy people that I see are eating whole-based foods, making a lot of fresh juices, eating different types of protein grains, eating different types of beans, lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas. There's such a long list of foods. It's never ending. When you embark on this wellness journey, you can eat everything, I tell you, but it's just eating the best forms possible, the best ingredients possible, and that's where you will achieve wellness. You will never have to weigh yourself anymore. You won't have to count calories anymore. When you are eating these fake meats and all these processed and carby foods, yes, you still have to do all that, but when you embody all these whole ingredients the way God intended, you're free as a bird. You're free, and you will see and feel the difference. I promise you that. You will feel it physically, you will feel it mentally, and you will feel it spiritually when you have no additives being added into your system. So Oprah, I want to encourage you to keep pumping out more shows like this on your new network. It's what the world needs, it's what we all need, but we have to go deeper. We can't talk about fruits, vegetables, fish, dairy, and all that just simply anymore. There's genetically modified fish, there's genetically modified grains, vegetables, pesticides, herbicides, hormones, steroids, antibiotics, all being pumped into our food. We need to go deeper now and touch on these different types of topics about food and allow our government to know that we know what kind of foods are out there, and we want to encourage our government to allow these foods to still be accessible to us, because it's our God-given right to be able to pick and choose the food that grows right out of God's given ground. I want to thank you guys. I hope this answers questions. Hit me up. We'll talk soon. Peace and love, everyone.